27 weeks is a long time and it's gone by super fast thus far, but I think it's just crazy to think that I'm headed into my 3rd trimester already. So if you want to hear about what I've been up to on the tail end of my 2nd trimester with baby, then keep watching. Once this video goes up, I am officially 28 weeks, which means the 27th week came and went, and it was a jam-packed week, that is for sure. So let's start off with how big baby is. One of the apps says that he is the size of a rutabaga, and I'm not so sure all of you know what that is. I don't regularly eat rutabagas, so it's kind of a weird reference. But anyway, that just means that he is about 13 and a half to about 14, a little over 14 and a half inches long, and 1.5 to 2.5 pounds. So he's definitely getting bigger, taking up more space, and I can feel the effects. So if you've been pregnant before, then you know I think it's between 24 weeks and 28 weeks, you have to participate in a glucose test. So those of you that have been pregnant before, you know that headed into 27, 28 weeks into your pregnancy, that your doctor likes to perform a glucose test. Now this is just to, you know, test for intolerance to glucose, how your body can metabolize it, I guess. And if you show elevated results, then you go into another test, and then that test for gestational diabetes, which is totally manageable through diet and exercise and certain medications if it gets really bad. But they just like to combat it so that your baby isn't, you know, doesn't become too large, which can cause, you know, complications during delivery. Stuff like that, hypertension, I believe, and then obviously preeclampsia, which nobody wants to deal with. So yeah, went in for the 1-hour glucose test. Have you drink the orange drink, the very, you know, concentrated, delicious Gatorade / McDonald's orange drink, and then they draw your blood an hour later. So I failed, and I failed by 4 points, basically. But yeah, I was 134 milligrams, and they like to see you at like 130 or below, I believe. So now that just means this week, my 28th week, I have to go in for the 3-hour glucose test. So this is a little bit more intense. You head in, you get your blood drawn, you drink the lovely, delicious drink, and hopefully think of it as a cocktail of some sorts. And then an hour later they test your blood, an hour after that they test your blood, and then after the 3rd hour they test your blood. So I'm getting my blood drawn 4 times, which is going to be awesome. So not only that's going to occur, but I'm going to be fasting for 8 hours. You have to do this one fasting. So I'll be starving, I'll be on a sugar rush, and then I will crash probably and be starving at the end of the 3 hours. So it's not going to be a happy time tomorrow. But all good, just precautionary and trying to make sure that baby is a-okay. This week I also had to take off my wedding ring. My wedding rings are very snug just because I like to have them secure on my finger. Why wouldn't I? But now that I am, it's not even because I'm swollen or retaining water or anything, it's just, I mean, obviously I probably am a little bit, but it's nothing like super, oh my god, my fingers look like mini sausages. It was just getting a little too tight, and I didn't want my diamond rings to get stuck on my finger. So I took the wedding ring off. I occasionally wear a little fake ring because it does feel kind of weird not having something on there, and I have this funky tan line anyway. So I think because I'm slowly but surely gaining weight, that's why the rings had to come off. I have gained 25 pounds so far, headed into my 7th month. So they say, I think in your last trimester, obviously 12 weeks, you should be gaining like 1 pound a week, I think. So that's another 12 pounds. So I'm looking at like a total of 35 to probably 40 pounds of total weight gain, which is completely normal and on the track for my size and pre-pregnancy weight and, you know, body mass index and height and all that stuff. But it just seems like a lot. I don't feel like I've gained a lot of weight, but that's the most I've ever weighed in my entire life. So it should be interesting to see how fast it falls off. Not that I'm in any rush. My first couple of doctor's appointments, they had been asking me, you know, if I wanted to get a flu shot. I just didn't see the need to. I haven't had a flu shot in 5+ years, I think, and I haven't had the flu, so knock on wood with that, but I just didn't see it, you know, necessary, especially being pregnant, to go ahead and jump into that right away. But now, my last appointment, and I'm sure I'm going to get it again this next appointment, they've been asking me to take the whooping cough vaccination. So, I don't know, is it necessary? Have any of you guys taken it or not taken it, or what are your thoughts? Because my whole thing is, you know, I get it if the little baby, you know, is surrounded in a hospital setting where whooping cough is, you know, there and airborne and all that stuff, I can withstand it way better than the little guy. So do I want to risk that? I don't think so, but is it really that, you know, scary of a thing right now? I don't know, give me your thoughts and let me know in the comments what you guys have done in the past. Physical symptoms. Because of the weight gain, and I think just, you know, my hips are doing some crazy things, I believe I've developed a little bit of sciatica, and it's a lot of times when I'm, you know, on my feet for a long period of time, or I've noticed when I've been sleeping lately, because I've had to sleep on my sides. You know, you read all the literature and it says try not to sleep on your back. And I'm a back sleeper, so this has been an awesome transition. But trying to flip sides, I don't know, sleeping on one side, it's almost like my butt or my hips get like numb, like fall asleep basically. Which is so cool feeling when you're sound asleep and trying to be comfortable. So I think that's just sciatica. I think stretching, and I don't know what really cures that. Some people say to get a brace to kind of lift your belly up. I don't know. It's not too unbearable, but obviously it's just the discomforts. It's also kind of led into some back pain, but the back pain isn't really muscular. It's more of like that crampy feeling, and I've had it the last couple days. Feels like you're, you know, just period cramping, but nothing too severe, like pre-labor cramping or anything. So yeah, unfortunately, third trimester I think is going to bring a whole lot more symptoms. It has led me to go granny style and pick up a heating pad. I slept with a heating pad for the last couple days, and I gotta tell ya, it's really done wonders. It's one of those 2-hour auto off ones, so I'm not gonna burn my house down. My dad will be happy about that. And it just kind of takes the edge off, and it feels good not only on my lower back, but my hips and then my upper back. So, you know what? Best $15 I spent at CVS all month. If you guys have been following these vlogs since the beginning, I, you know, would mention emotionally I feel even keeled. I haven't had super outrageous, you know, crazy aggression fits or crying fits or anything of that nature, but I think it was just inevitable that I was going to explode. There's been a lot going on. We closed on a house, so that whole process went down. I, you know, went to a hospital tour. We had a baby class. I had to get my glucose tested. We then had another doctor's appointment. And my husband and I think were just feeling all of the pressure of everything accumulating at once. So, yeah, I cried a little. Whatever. No big deal. It was on the way to my glucose test actually, and I think because I was hungry, it was early in the morning, I hadn't eaten really in like 3 hours, and we were dealing with, you know, all this house stuff, and I just broke down. And my husband is so sweet. He felt so bad. I can see how like my irritability, especially just with these pains and stuff, will kind of slowly creep up and rear their ugly head. So we'll see how that goes the next 3 months. So exercise-wise, I'm still taking my prenatal yoga twice a week, and I absolutely love it. This is also a friendly reminder if you're pregnant, or even if you're not pregnant, do your Kegel exercises. Yes, ladies. So there's a series in the class where we take like 3-4 minutes to all do Kegels together. But it's important to do them every single day, because it will not only help prepare, but you have to basically know how to start and stop down there. You know, when to go, push, 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 when to stop. And Kegels will just exercise your pelvic floor in that way. But Kegel exercises, or Kegel exercises, however you say it, also help to stop from peeing when you sneeze or laugh. Oh joy. Yeah, so this is probably TMI, but it is what it is. The other night I was sitting on my couch doing some work on my computer and I sneezed like viciously. I don't know, there's like something in the air and I just had this like ginormous sneeze and a little bit of pee might have come out. That was just a reminder to do my exercises because I don't want to pee down there when I just sneeze or laugh or something or jump up and down on a trampoline. When I do that, I don't know. What else? I think we're just gonna leave this video on that note of, you know, you visualizing me peeing while I'm laughing or sneezing. I hope you guys are all doing well. Please leave any comments or questions or advice or anything you have in the comment section. I love hearing from you guys and I can't wait to head into this third trimester and see what it has in store. So yeah, I will see you in my very next video. Bye!